Hello everyone. In today's video we are going to learn to apply the remainder and factor theorem. So first type of question that I have taken here is we need to apply the factor theorem to completely factorize a given polynomial. Let's look at this question. It says, so that x minus 3 is a factor of x cubed minus 7x squared plus 15x minus 9. Hence, completely factorize x cubed minus 7x squared plus 15x minus 9. So this is a two-part question. The first part we already know how to solve this one. Let us do the first part quickly. First, let us write down fx as x cubed minus 7x squared plus 15x minus 9, and then we write gx as x minus 3. Now to show that x minus 3 is a factor of the given polynomial, we need to find the remainder rx, and in this case we will find the remainder by replacing the value of x by 3 in the polynomial fx. So when we write 3 here, we get 3 cubed minus 7 into 3 square plus 15 into 3 minus 9. So let us quickly simplify this one and let's find out whether we get the answer 0 or not. So 3 cubed is 27 minus 7 into 9 plus 45 minus 9 is equals to 27 minus 63 plus 45 minus 9. Let's put the positive signs together. This is 45 minus 63 minus 9. So now when we add 27 with 45, we get 72. Similarly, when we add 63 with 9, again we get 72 but with a negative sign. So these two being opposite in sign and same in magnitude gets cancelled and we get 0. Therefore, we have answered the first question. We write, therefore x minus 3 is one of the factors of x cubed minus 7x squared plus 15x minus 9. This is something we already know. Now the next part, hence completely factorize. Now to completely factorize this polynomial, first what we will do is we will divide the polynomial by x minus 3. X cubed minus 7x squared plus 15x minus 9. Now, when we do this division, we must look at the first term and our target is to get x cubed here. So, how do I get x cubed here? I already have x. If x is multiplied to x square, then I will get x cubed. But I also have minus 3 here. So, minus 3 also needs to get multiplied to x square. So we get minus 3x square. Now we subtract. When we subtract, we change the sign. So when we change the sign, this positive x cube and negative x cube gets cancelled, and we have negative 7x square and positive 3x square. The result will be negative 4x square. Then we bring down the remaining terms, 15x minus 9. That's the first step. Now second step, our target is to get minus 4x square. So I need negative sign here, so I'll put negative sign here. Then I need 4, so I'll put 4 here. Now I require x square. I already have x, so I'll only write x here. So it becomes minus 4x square. But this needs to be multiplied to minus 3 also. So when we multiply, then we get negative into negative will give me positive. 4 into 3 is 12 and x. again we subtract this one, changing the sign. So when you change the sign, these two cancels out. Here I have positive 15x and negative 12x. Result will be positive 3x minus 9. Now my target is to get 3x, positive 3x. So if I write plus here and 3, then I will get plus 3x. But this needs to be multiplied to 3. So minus into plus is minus, 3 into 3 is 9. Again, when we subtract, we change the sign. Now both these two terms are same in magnitude but different in sign, so they cancel out. The remainder is 0. Therefore, using the division algorithm, we can write x cube minus 7x square plus 15x minus 9 is equals to x minus 3 into x square minus 4x plus 3 plus the remainder. Since the remainder is 0, we are not writing that one. So this is factorized now. But is it completely factorized? No, this is not completely factorized. We know that this is a quadratic expression and it can be further factorized. So let's further factorize the quadratic expression. Now, we know how to break the middle term. We can break the middle term and write. So for that, we multiply 3 with the coefficient of x square, which is 3 into 1 is 3. So now we need to break 3 so that I get 4. So can I write this as x square minus 3x minus x plus 3? Because we know 3 into 1 will give us the product between 3 and 1. And 3 and 1 with same sign added will give us 4x. Therefore, we can write x minus 3. Now, between these two, x is common. Again, we get x minus 3. And between these two, only 1 is common. So, when I take minus 1 common, this changes into x minus 3. Again, x minus 3. Now, from here, again, x minus 3 is common. What is left? X minus 1. Therefore, now we can write x cube minus 7x square plus 15x minus 9 is equal to, since these are same terms, we can write square here and write x minus 1. Now, this is completely factorized. Now, let's look at another type of problem. Look at this question. It says, use remainder theorem to factorize 2x cube plus x square minus 13x plus 6 completely. Now, what's different in this case compared to the previous one? Here, fx is given to us 2x cube plus x square minus 13x plus 6. But there is no mention of gx. So how do we find gx? To find gx, what we shall do is we will put different values of x in this polynomial and see for which value of x will this polynomial result into 0. We can start trying with plus 1, then minus 1, then 2, then minus 2, and so on. We can try that in the rough work column. Once we know that for a particular value it becomes equals to 0, then we can try it out here. Now, here I am trying with 2 because I have already tried with 1 and minus 1. It does not come 0. So I am now trying with 2. So when I try with 2, then I will have to write 2 into 2 cube plus 2 square minus 13 into 2 plus 6. So 2 into 2 cube is 8, 2 square is 4, 13 into 2 is 26 plus 6. 8 into 2 is 16 plus 4. Let me bring this plus 6 here and write minus 26 here. So when we add, we will get 16 plus 4 is 20, 20 plus 6 is 26, minus 26. The answer is 0. So for the value of x equals to 2, the fx gives us a value 0. So now, since 2 results in the polynomial giving an answer 0, we can write therefore x minus 2 is one of the factors of 2x cubed plus x square minus 13x plus 6. Remember the factor theorem? If you had x minus 2, then to find the remainder we will put in fx the value of 2, and if it comes 0, then this is one of the factors. So here we are just doing it in the reverse. So now we know what is gx. So now to completely factorize this one, again what we will do is we divide the polynomial by x minus 2. 2x cubed plus x square minus 13x plus 6. So our target first is to get 2x cubed. I already have x here. If I write 2x square, then I'll get 2x cubed. But that needs to be multiplied to minus 2 again. So plus into minus is minus, 2 into 2 is 4x square. Now when we subtract, we change the signs. This becomes negative, this becomes positive. These two being opposite signs cancel out. Now these two being same sign will be added. So we have 5x square. We will also bring down the other terms. So you have 5x square minus 13x plus 6. Now our target is to get 5x square. So if I write plus 5x here, then plus 5x into x will give me 5x square. This gets to multiply with minus 2 also. So minus 10x. Again we subtract, the sign gets reversed, this 2 cancels out, this is negative, this is positive, we find the difference, and the difference is 3x, and we assign a negative sign because 13 is bigger than 10, plus 6 here. Now I have to get minus 3x. So how will I get? If I write minus, I'll get minus sign here. If I write 3, then I'll get minus 3x, but that needs to be multiplied to minus 2 also. So negative and negative multiplied together will result in positive, and 3 into 2 is 6. Now when we subtract, the sign gets reversed. Now both these two terms have the same magnitude and opposite signs, they cancel out, the remainder is 0. So again, by using the division algorithm, we can write therefore 2x cubed plus x square minus 13x plus 6 is equals to x minus 2 into 2x square plus 5x minus 3 plus remainder is 0. No need to write that one. But is this completely factorized? No. Again, this is a quadratic expression. It can be further factorized. So we write x minus 2 as it is. Now to factorize this one, we multiply 2 with 3. 2 into 3 is 6. Let me do it here. 2 into 3 is 6. 6 can be written as 2 3s are 6. So 2 plus 3 will give us 5. 2 into 3 will also give us 6. But if I take 2 plus 3, then what will happen? Both the signs being positive, we cannot take the common. So what is the option left? The option left is 1 and 6. 6 minus 1 will give us 5x. At the same time, we will have two different signs. So taking common will be easier. So I am writing 2x square plus 6x minus x minus 3. X minus 2. Now what is common between these two terms? 2 is common and x is common. So I am left with x plus 3. Now between these two, minus 1 is common. So the signs gets changed once we take minus 1 common. It becomes x plus 3. So now here we don't have the issue of the signs. If we had taken 2 plus 3, then there will be some problem. We can write this one now. X minus 2. From this 2, x plus 3 is common. What is left? 2x minus 1. Therefore, now we can write 2x cube plus x square minus 13x plus 6 is equals to x minus 2 into x plus 3 into 2x minus 1. Now this is completely factorized.